Tori squeezes Asriel and she reluctantly lets him go. Asriel steps closer to his father, King Asgore. Father, it's time this feud with humanity comes to an end. It's time the monsters return to the surface. Asriel, no. Asriel cuts him off. This isn't an argument or something up for debate. You won't win this. You can't win this. I understand. I understand the war changed you. I know those memories are hard to let go, but it's time. Don't stop us. Twinkle has shown us that humans and monsters can be friends again. Let us try. Asgore stares at Asriel. He smiles faintly. I cannot win this. Asgore looks over at you. Human, now Twinkle, you said the world does not need to be killed or be killed. Do you truly believe that? You meet his gaze. Yes, you do. It's not kill or be killed, it's saved or be saved. You smile at Asgore, and it's time for him to be saved now and to stop talking. Then so it shall be, he utters quietly. The barrier is already destroyed. Together, let us leave. Yes, together. Asriel immediately goes over to you and Wingedings. Do you want me to carry you? He frets when he realizes how tired you are. No need, says Wingedings. I can. Wingeding winces and sways. Oh. Are you okay? Asriel asks him. You're a Dr. Gaster, right? Yes, Twinkle pulled me out of the void shortly before your father arrived, explains Wingedings. We're both winded from that. We'll be fine. Simply need a moment. Just one? Drawls Sans. Brother, explains Papyrus as he and Sans also head over to you two. You're back! Where were you? Experiment gone wrong, says Wingedings. So sorry. But of course he doesn't sound sorry at all again. You fucking dumbass! Sans says flatly. And you're an impulsive, foul-mouthed brat, snaps Wingedings. You can't keep calling me a brat. I will call you a brat so long as you act like a brat. Papyrus stomps his feet. Stop fighting. Yeah, you both are acting like children, and I'm the youngest. You swear you two were the children, and I was the adult in this whole entire situation. Oh, come on, Cabs. No need to be like that. Quiet. That's pretty much how I imagine this would continuously go. Papyrus would finally be able to declare that yes, he is now officially the older brother because the other two act so much like children. You reassure him. Let's see. You tell Wingedings perhaps you should catch up with his family. You want to check up on Asriel. Anyway, Wingedings seems reluctant to let you go, his expression becoming very pinched. You reassure him you'll only be gone for a brief moment. Didn't miss your own brothers at all? Sans mocks. Hurtful. You're gonna make Pop cry. I will not cry, says Papyrus, but his voice tells a different story. I'm happy to have our brother back. There's no reason to cry. You tell Papyrus there's a very good reason to cry. Thank you, human, but I am fine. He clears his throat several times. You give Wingedings a pointed look. I suppose I did miss you too, says Wingedings with the air of reluctance. Asriel, if you would, please. Asriel carefully picks you up. Wow, he's strong. He beams at you. My friend! Your friend! You hug each other. Gah! Gah! You hear Wingedings cry from behind you. You pull away from Asriel long enough to see Sans body tackle Wingedings to the ground while Papyrus. Wingedings looks severely displeased as he pats both of their backs. Wingedings complains. You two are not children anymore. It's only been 20 years. Only? Sans also hit Wingedings. You jackass! For once I'm ingrained with Sans' temper, says Papyrus. Stop that, Sans. I'm very tired and I can't circulate my mantle to soften your blows. Wingedings protests. Good, because you freaking deserve it. You jackass, you dumbass. You had us all worried. You literally just up and disappeared because you just got tunnel vision again. Oh, come now. Why must your affection always be so violent? Pot meets kettle, smacks Papyrus. What was that? Wingedings glowers. Let's give them some space, says Asriel as he carries you away. How are you, Twinkle? Good. Excited for what's to come. Asriel smiles at you, and then you notice a lock around your neck. Oh, where'd you get that? A ghost trowel. What? Never mind. The magic in your shows who's in your heart, says Asriel. His smile softens. I used to have a matching one. May I see inside? You open the locket and show Asriel the picture inside, and his smile softens. In that case, he holds out a hand, and there's a distortion of magic in the air, and a locket materializes, and it falls into your lap since he's carrying you. I think this should go with you. You should give it to the other person. I love the fact that he's all for giving it to Gaster and he's all for giving it to Papyrus, but when it comes to Sans, he questions our choices. This is why I 100% just knew that feeling that when it came to Harem, it couldn't have been him. It's just not possible. Yeah, let's see. Okay, you ask Ezreal if he's sure. Yeah, he leans down and presses his forehead against yours for a few seconds. I want you to be happy, Twinkle. You're my best friend. Oh, but Ezreal, wait till we go to your route next, and that's not going to be best friends anymore. Oh no, we're gonna cross that line, and we're gonna go to something more, dear little princey. Wait, does that make me a queen in that one? I mean, technically, I'm marrying the soon-to-be king of monsters in that route. That's gonna be so freaking interesting. Anyway. My dear one, says Tori as she and Asgore approach you. Are you ready? I'm so surprised that Tori's like okay with Asgore at the moment, considering everything. You and Ezreal exchange joyous looks. Yes, together you and the monsters leave the underground. You feel strong enough to walk on your own. Ezreal gently sets you down, and he keeps upon your shoulder in case you need help. I can take it from here, says Wingerdings. He quickly comes to your side. Sans and Papyrus close behind him. Ezreal looks to you. Are you sure? You reassure Ezreal it's okay. Ezreal gives you a friendly nuzzle. Okay, call me over if you need help, or want him gone. Wingerdings scoffs and pulls you closer to him. You tell Wingerdings to be nice to your friend. I am nice, he says. I just don't share very well. That is very true, says Papyrus. He's a bastard, says Sans. Our bastard, but still a bastard. You give Sans a look. He coughs and looks away from you. Sans, Wingerdings says quietly with a steely undertone. Why is she giving you that look? What did you do? Nothing. Oh! Oh, some shade is thrown. Oh, some warnings, some glares. Oh, but he didn't judgment Hall. He's definitely going to come back and bite him later. Oh no. Nothing, says Sans. You tell Sans he owes you a lot of it. Noted, agrees Sans. Come on, Pops. Let's give him some space. Why? Because I want to live, Sans says dryly. Papyrus sighs. What did you do, brother? Nothing, he says again, walking ahead. Papyrus falls behind him. You and Wingerdings move with the group, stepping out of the cave and into the fresh air. Probably in the background all you can hear is Papyrus just like literally talking to Sans like, brother, no, seriously, why are you running scared of her? It's nothing. Don't worry. Don't ask, and it's fine. Sans, did you do something? Will brother be mad at you? Brother will probably kill me. Sans. It's okay. Let's just keep moving. Look! The dawn! The sky! Look! There's a city! City where? That's what I feel like it's going to be like how Sans gets out of the situation. He easily distracts Papyrus by like pointing at something and he's like, oh, a gasp! And then he just turns to Sans and he'd be like, Sans, I will be talking to you later about this though. Just because you distracted me with the city now doesn't mean that I'm not going to remember about it later. Sure thing, boss. It's dark outside, yet it is brightening with every second. You hear gasps from the monsters around you. You hear choked back sobs. You hear oohs and ahs and whimpers and hiccups. You hear them whispering and speaking to one another as they all exit the underground to stand on the ledge overlooking the mountain. The barrier had been at the cave entrance. There's a wide overlook the showcase of the forest at the bottom of the hill and the city the rest of the edge of the forest. Tall skyscrapers climb into the sky, each building bright with light. The monsters notice and point to and look at it, their voices getting louder, and then all goes silent when the first crack of light peeks out from the dawn, from the horizon. No one speaks and no one moves. It's their first sunrise. And they're watching it in complete silence. When you look around and you see many of them openly crying, their tears falling down their faces. Some have collapsed to their knees, holding their hands over their mouths to keep from weeping out loud. You smile, your own eyes burning. Yes, this is it. It's not a kill or be killed world, it's a save or be saved world. And well, you saved them. Well done, Wingedings whispers to you. You feel impressed against the top of your head in a manner similar to a kiss. Oh, that's right, your potential soulmate. You turn to face Wingedings, curious if he wants to seriously pursue you. Don't you? He asks you in return. You tug at your locket. Ah, those were popular many years ago, he says. I'm surprised you have one. You tell me of a matching one, too. One for him. For me? He asks. Yes. You open your locket to reveal his face inside. You give him a shy smile. Does he think he would have a picture of you inside? Wingedings turns you to face him and chuckling. My time in the void was hell, he says. Your soul saved me. You saved me. He places a hand on your chest and over your heart. I am a greedy monster, Twinkle. If I know there's a spot for me in your heart, I will devour you whole. Oh my. Oh my. Well then. Okay. Are you back in Hotland? Your whole body feels like you just jumped in lava. Good human. Brrr. Moving his hand up to cup your face, and you sink into each other. Oh my. Oh, that got saucy, didn't it? Oh my. Well then, that... Oh, well. Moving on. Okay, so, oh god, there's 2 bonus scenes. Oh no! Oh no, there is a bonus scene for Judgment Hall. Oh god, Sansa's so dead. Oh, poor boy. Oh wow. Rip for Sans. Rip, we knew him well. Alright then, your journey, your struggle. None of it was in vain. You saved them. All of them. And you didn't make it out of it alone. The Gaster family moved to the surface, right next door to you, in your new home as a VIP ambassador. You had to move into a magically secured home of your choosing in the city. You and Wingedings see each other daily, and you are quick to learn you two are very compatible. Being with him is as easy as breathing, and at times as hot as jumping into lava. He relishes in your reaction. Oh my god, okay then. While happy to have found your potential soulmate, you make sure not to lose touch with the friends you've made. Most notably, Azrael has become a huge part of your life. He becomes the new king of monsters and helps integrate the 2 societies. You are dear friends and work and outside of it. He also gives the second best hug. Wingeding, of course, is the first in your heart. You spend time with Tori and Nazgul every so often, and Tori breaks you a special pie and loves to give you hugs. You can hang out with Papyrus and Jai, and you're semi-regulars on Metatron's new TV show. On the surface, you attend all of Siren's concert and you buy all of her albums. You also visit the school in the city where the monster kids started to attend. They enthusiastically introduce you to new human friends, though you do have to keep talking them out of jumping off of things with their new friends multiple times. You also meet up with the dogs and play a game of poker with them, which you suck at a lot. Wingedings has expressed concern over your inability to hold a poker face. Everything is as it should be. Everything is happy. And you're the reason for it. Thank you, Twinkle. Thank you for falling in Underfell. Thank you for showing kindness. Thank you for staying determined. Thank you for being you. The end. Okay, so now I got 2 scenes. The bonus scene with the storm, I don't know if maybe it's different or if it's the exact same scene as it was for Sans. So I'm going to go through both of them since Judgment Hall is the first one. My dear, would you mind passing me that? You agree without a fuss. You and Wingedings are in his new laboratory on the surface. It's a gift from one of the governments as a gesture of goodwill. It's a nice laboratory. You think, although you only have one lab to compare it to, the one in Hotland was literally falling apart when you ventured through it, so this one seems immensely superior. Also, I have no clue where the music went. It has doodads and whirling machines and huge computers. What more could a lab need? You pass Wingedings the vial he had pointed to. His current project appears chemical related because he has many vials filled with different coloured liquids. Thank you, he says. Once he receives the vial, he places it in a strange machine and starts to spin it. This should take some time. Are you certain you want to keep me company today? My work isn't fun to watch. You sure? You love spending time with your date mate. Wingedings smiles at you. Good. His smile curls into a smirk. We do have some time until I need to start the next cycle. Perhaps we should move to a more comfortable setting? You struggle to come up with a coherent response, your face feeling very hot. He chuckles and cups your face. When you respond that way, it makes me want to tease you more. There's not a beeping sound on the machine. Wingeding immediately frowns and glances away. Oh, well. Need to rain check, my dear. If it's giving that kind of response already, I should stay near it. You were torn between relief and disappointment. Wingeding places a kiss on your forehead. Actually, I do have something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Oh? Your story. I've yet to hear it in its entirety. I want to know. You hesitate. Is he sure? There may be some parts that will make him uncomfortable. All the more reason to know, he insists. Okay. Wingedings listens to your story with an inquisitive mind. He asks you so many questions. How did that feel? Why did you decide to go that way? What made your choose that song? Every time you describe a death, his brow frowns, and then you get to Judgment Hall, and your encounter with Sans. His expression goes blank, and his posture is rigid. But you know, your date mate / future soulmate. A blank expression means concealed emotions, and if you're correct in interpreting the low buzz in his magic, he is not pleased. Not pleased in the slightest bit. Well, no! He killed me 176 times! That is overkill! Come on! Flat out overkill! Sure, 11 of those deaths were not him, but it's still freaking overkill! Excuse you? And also multiple bones? Why was he so aggressive towards me? Hello? What did I do to him? Didn't accept to, willingly die by electrical button? But anyway. You actually stop your story and ask if you would like to take a break. No, my dear, there's no need. Please continue. So you do when he listens. At the end, he gives you a kiss and asks if you're okay. You are. You already forgave Sam. That's kind of you, he says. Very kind. Thank you. Whedon pulls you into a hug. Very kind. Very kind. He seems tense to you. You ask if he's okay. I am, he says. And you know with absolute certainty that is a lie. You remind him that you already forgave Sans. Yes, I know, my dear. The next day. Hello, brother. Wingedings greets Sans at work the next day. What's up? Says Sans. You know, I was told a funny story yesterday, he says, by my dear soulmate. Yeah? Out of my affections for you, I've decided to give you a head start, Wingedings says. What? I am granting you 5 minutes head start to run, he says. Why? Wingedings smiles coldly, and the red lights in his eye sockets glow brightly with rage. You judged my soulmate, dear brother. Sans doesn't wait another second to respond. He's already shortcutted away. Yikes. Honestly, he kind of deserved it, though. He kind of deserved it. He did go overboard. And I can understand why Gaster is super peeved there. Okay, so now we gotta go for First Storm. I don't know if this is gonna be different. I mean, it should technically be different because it should be written from a different perspective since it's just focused on Gaster being close to you rather than the others, like Sans being just close to you. But I don't know. So we will see. Okay, now for this part, which is the storm bonus scene. Let's go into this and let's see what we got this time. It is the very first thunderstorm to come into the area since the monsters have returned to the surface. As soon as you saw the weather forecast, you immediately insisted on getting your friends together to watch the storm. The Gasters have a nice wide living room with a magnificent window at the front. It's the perfect place to watch. The monsters were amused by your enthusiasm and agreed. Most of them have never been through a thunderstorm before. Well, been through a storm before. They've had rain when water leaks down from the stalactites in the marshes, but it's always gentle and refreshing. The storm was supposed to be intense, the first severe one of the year to signify spring's approach. He was so excited to witness their reaction. An hour before the storm arrives, you got snacks and drinks all prepared when you head over to the Gasters. One of the benefits of being neighbours means your trip doesn't take that long. Good day, tiny human! Papyrus greets you at the door, and he immediately offers to help you carry your armful of goodies. What's all this for? Exactly how long is this storm party supposed to last? Sans asks weary from behind Papyrus. However long they wanted to, you tell them. While you hope the monsters will be interested in the storm, you did prepare a scary movie to watch with it going on in the background. It's not your favourite movie, but the scares make it well suited to watch during a thunderstorm. Great, cause I've got plans tonight, says Sans. Groby's testing his new menu. Free food and booze for all taste testers. You step into the front room and take off your shoes. Weeding and Papyrus need a clean home, or they will turn into grumpy bears. The Gaster family home is well kept, and it's a strange collage of intense, edgy, dark, and so minimalistic it's cynical decor. It's hard to tell which brother chose what. It's all very them. Papyrus and Sans follow behind you as you enter their living room. Wingerdings immediately greets you by stepping out of the shadows and pulling you for a deep kiss. Sans makes an annoyed noise. Go to your room if you're gonna do that shit here. Wingerding pulls away from you to give his brother a deride look. Don't you have some video games to play in the corner like the child you are? Sans shifts his weight as he glowers. Why would I need that when I got my favourite punching bag here? Wingerding smiles coldly. Dearest brother, if you both go silent. You step away from Wingerdings and ask your companions if they would help you get ready for the storm now. Of course they agree. After your insistence, the Gasters help move the furniture. They turn the couch around to face their huge living room window. Wingerdings takes down the curtains to ensure an unobscured view. Papyrus grabs more pillows and blankets to make it cozy sitting area around the couch. Sans levitates the table into the room to set the food and drinks down. By the time the area is set up, the next guest arrived. Ezreal is first. Your best friend enthusiastically greets you with a nuzzle. My friend! You hug him tightly. Hello, your highness. Ezreal beams. Hello to you as well, Papyrus. Thank you for the invitation. You step away from Ezreal till I come inside. Scarcely a few minutes go by when the next guests arrive. And Alphys confidently stride into the Gaster's home. You knew they would come, and I is friends with Papyrus and Alphys is friends with Wingerdings and Sans. But you hadn't expected a third guest to be joining them. Metaton swoons in. Darling! Metaton? You have to hug Metaton, especially when he opens his arms expectantly for a hug. It was thanks to his help that you were able to reach out to so many monsters and inspire them to come to the surface. That's forever placed him as one of your favourite people. Metaton pats you back and kisses both of your cheeks. Familiar hands are immediately placed on your waist and you are yanked away from the monster and you are pulled up in the air by levitating hands. Oh my god. Well, he wasn't kidding. He did say he gets jealous and he doesn't like to share. Am I surprised I'm getting yanked? Apologies, my dear. They simply have a mind of their own, says Wingerdings, his tone too innocent to be sincere. Metaton looks deeply amused. Pay it no mind. Jealousy is adorable to watch. Jealousy implies insecurities. Why wouldn't you be? Have you seen me? Metaton coos. He claps his hands together. I'm eccentric. I'm excited to watch this thunderstorm or whatever. Where are we doing it? Wingerding's eyes narrow. You politely ask your date mate to please let you down. Wingerdings takes a seat on the recliner and then gently lowers you into his lap. Oh my. There, dear. This is better. Oh my god. So he's like, no, you're not going to sit with your friends on the couch. No, we're going to sit by here. You're going to be on my lap. That way, none of these guys can touch you. Only I can. So I'm just going to, snuggle you right here. That's so freaking cute. Your face is molten. You fit it shyly in his lap. Oh, goes Metaton, and here I am without my camera. Good, says Wingerdings with a cold smile. I hate to have to break it. With Metaton's arrival, there's only a few minutes left until the storm is meant to arrive. It's gone dark outside, remarks Zendaya as she glances out the window. That's normal, right? Yes, since everyone is here, it's time for everyone to grab their seats. You rest your head in the crook of Wingerding's neck, and he gently runs his fingers up and down your arm. Oh, that's so freaking cute. Ah! The storm arrives. The darkness that the storm overcasts rivals that of the underground. Are you sure this is normal? Metatron asks you. It looks like night. Yep. Alphys adds, from what I've read, it gets dark because the clouds are blocking the sun. Isn't the sun supposed to be the brightest star? The sun is a star, Sans explains. It's also a hell of far away. Nothing's big enough, and in between us and the sun will block it. It's one thing to read about it, Wingerdings remarks, but seeing in person is a different experience. Yeah, agrees Sans. Books didn't mention the smell either. He can smell it from inside? Sans has an excellent senses, Papyrus says. His hearing is superb. Sans coughs, the red taint under his eye sockets. Yeah, that's probably why he choked on a chimichanga more than once, isn't it, Sans? Because you were listening in. Because you have excellent hearing. Hasn't anybody ever told you to not listen in on people? You might accidentally choke on your food if you're not prepared for what you hear. Which is why it's so which is why it is so aggravating when he does not utilize his full abilities. Oh, come on, boss, Sans complains. His eyelights shine bright, and Papyrus then shouts, I'm not wrong. There is nothing more frustrating than seeing a talented monster waste his time. You have no excuses to keep that up on the surface, and so help me if I catch you slacking off at work. Why you gotta compliment me in the same breath you threaten me? Listen to your baby brother, Sans, Wingerding chides. He only wants what's best for you. Ugh, goes Sans. If you ever get tired over work, you're more than welcome to help me with mine. I'm pulling my I want to live again card. Yeah, so this confirms, yeah, it was Sans and Wingerdings. Sans, I would never put you in a dangerous situation for my job, Wingerding coos. What if I paid you? Ezreal wonders out loud. Wingerding tilts his head. How much are we talking? What the fuck? Sans loudly asks. You see he has a grin on his face. You ask if everyone please spare Sans. You owe him so many. He owes you many, and you intend to collect. Why does he owe you so much? Ezreal asks. No reason. Sans coughs. Yeah, no reason. Oh god, if it's... Oh my god. He's gonna have to face Ezreal in Ezreal's route. We're gonna get a judgment scene with Ezreal. Oh god. I really am excited to see like all the different Judgment Hall reactions to Sans. However, the first streak of lightning shoots across the sky. It's close enough that it lights up the entire room. At once, you hear gasps. Sans' eyes shrink as his eye sockets are in. What the fuck? Metatron gasps as Alphys yelps. Stars above! Huh? Goes Wingerdings. And then the thunder claps. It's a massive storm, and the thunder that comes from it is powerful enough to shake the house. Wingerdings' arms tighten around you. You feel him tense underneath you. He reads ahead on storms, but as mentioned, it's different to read about it than experience it. He logically knows the thunder won't hurt you, but it still unnerves him enough that he feels compelled to keep you close. He's on edge, his eyes narrow as he stares intently at the window. What the fuck was that? Undyne demands. Thunder, you explain. You watch the Pirate Sun sign get up from their spot and move to sit on the floor in front of you and Wingerdings. Is it normally so loud? Ezreal asks. It can be. It's harmless, Wingerding says in a surprisingly gentle tone, and he looks at his brothers. It doesn't sound harmless, says Papyrus. Sounds as trombone can be loud enough to shake a house. Think of it like that, says Wingerdings. He conjures two detached hands in the air, and he places one on each of his brother's shoulder. Aww. Oh, he's so cute. Seeing him trying to reassure his brothers. That's so cute, because again, like, he is the eldest brother. It is his job to protect them and to at least comfort them. And the fact that they both came instinctively to get closer to their bigger brother, whereas in the other routes, this interaction is very different depending on which brother you chose. But this is so cute to see this. I'm so happy that you did this. darkpetal16, this is such a cute and much needed like thing to see this from Gaster, and as well as from the brothers to show that they do have that dependence on each other. That's so cute. Well, even more so is, you know, showing it. You're actually seeing this. Like, damn. We're all safe, I promise. I wasn't worried. Sans mutters closely. Goes Ring-a-Ding. I'm entirely unbothered, says Papyrus. Nothing can frighten the great Papyrus. Neither of them push Ring-a-Ding's hands away, nor do they return to their original spots. You and the monsters sit at the window and watch the storm. As it would turn out, you had no need to bring the movie. They were captivated by the lightning, rain and thunder, and when the storm passed, hours later, everyone agreed to watch the next one together. Aww, bless. That was so freaking cute. My gosh. Okay, so Undyne, Nuts, and Metatron, maybe more. Okay, currently available 3 scenes for Ezreal, 2 for Wingedings, 2 for Sans. I covered Sans' new one. 1 is for Papyrus. We did the 2 for Wingedings. Okay, 1 for Friendship. That was so cute. I absolutely love that. Oh. And I'm so excited for this one too. We will, of course, I want to confirm right now, I am going to be covering Mafia Fallon as well as Ender Swap. But we're first going to finish this one, go back to Dusktale, because we're going to go after the other endings for Dusktale as well, because I want to complete all of them. But this was so freaking cute. I love this so much. I loved Gaster's reactions. I loved the scenes with his brothers. I loved learning more about him. But I definitely loved the storm scene. And poor Sam. Finally, the judgment hall came back to bite him in the ass. Quite literally. Because he got judged by his brother. At least he was willing to give him a 5 minutes head start. So there's something. That shows you a brother's love. Okay, so now we got Ezreal's route to do. So I should technically up on the channel at present have Grillby's route done, Sans' route done, Papyrus's route done, Gaster's route now done, and the Harem route. So that would leave Ezreal. And then we got the Friendship route to do. And I don't know if there's any other endings that I need to cover, because I want to get all of the endings. And gosh darn you, Sans! 176. Well, that of course is the end of Gaster's route. So we'll see you guys in the next episode of If Underfell. See you then.